Do you guys think that the left has gone too far? Has become too radical to connect with average Americans?
Are you serious?
No.
Yes.
Are we storming the Capitol? Are we? You're considering this radical?
You guys rioted all summer across American cities in 2020. Remember the George Floyd riots? Over $1 billion in damage.
You're just.
You don't want to talk about that?
I wasn't involved in that.
Okay, well, I wasn't involved in January 6th. Has the radical left gone too far?
No. They haven't gone far enough. I believe in equal rights for all.
Do you feel like you're disconnected with average Americans?
No, I do not. I have lots of relatives who all voted like me. I have one uncle who voted for Trump.
Well, obviously, America rejected your ideology, right?
That's a shame, because my ideology, I believe, is equal for everyone. And the radical rights taking away, dismantling our safety net is not good for the nation.
What's the solution?
The solution? Get rid of the GOP and actually have a center-right party that will compromise. Ever since Reagan, compromise has been a dirty word in the Republican Party. That's what we need, is compromise. Yeah, but you know what? You guys don't.
But we don't. Well,
you don't.
We won.
You
I think
don't compromise.
Trump winning.
You never have.
We saw the left.
You never have. You didn't compromise when we had.
How can we compromise?
Even though Democrat after Democrat after Democrat has tried it. Doesn't work.
What do you want to compromise on?
You guys
though?
do not negotiate in good faith.
How about abortion? We'll leave it to the states. We're not going to ban it. We'll leave it to the states.
The rights
That's what Trump wants to do.
The rights should not be left to your zip code. There should be one standard of rights in the nation, not based upon what your zip code is.
What about rights for unborn kids? Okay, you're done
talking to you.
Do I think the left is too far? No, because we have to have things that are going to protect our climate. I have grandchildren. It's not for me. I'm out here for younger people too.
Has the left gone too far, become too radical?
No.
Why not?
Because look at the other side.
Meaning what? They're also
They're
radical?
right. They're also radical.
Okay.
And I feel like people that claim like wokeness is a thing just have trouble like having critical thinking.
You guys, I mean, do you think that some of the policies that the left's promoting, like minors getting permanent gender affirming surgeries and stuff, is maybe a little bit too extreme?
No, because you know who you are, and no one else can tell you who you are, what to do. And it's a decision that comes down to parents and doctors, and I don't think anyone else should have anyone telling other people what to do with their bodies.
Do you think if an 8-year-old thinks that their gender is different, that they're old enough to make that decision for themselves?
Well, at 8 years old, they're not really getting like puberty blockers at that point, and I think everyone should be able to express how they feel no matter what their preferred gender is. I, from a very young age, would wear like a lot of dresses and stuff as a kid just because I identified as female.
Okay.
And I felt comfortable expressing both sides of my sexuality. I've always known who I was, and no one like should have a say in anyone else's body.
In your opinion, do you think the left has moved too far, too radical, to resonate with average Americans?
I do believe that has happened, some of it, but the word "the left," see, I'm the people. I'm with the people.
Okay.
We are broad cross-section. And I'm a liberal progressive Democrat from Madison, Wisconsin, okay? And I believe in women leading this country.
What does that mean?
Just queef on them.
Is that going to solve the Trump administration concerns?
It might. I guess we'll have to find out.
Do you think the left has gone too far and become too radical to connect with average Americans?
Yes, in many respects, absolutely. I'm very moderate. I don't agree with everything the left says either, but frankly, what they say scares me a lot less than having a dictator. So.
Well, do you think that maybe that's what led to Trump's support? And, you know, he won the popular vote and there's overwhelming support for him because maybe people are stepping away from the radical left?
Certainly it doesn't help. Now, I know people that think they have to get more radical to win. I think that we got to come back to the middle.
We have to protect our country, our world, because we're doing things that are causing the problems.
Okay. Well, can I ask you, like, some of the things that he says are woke or a problem? Like, do you believe that there should just be illegal immigrants that can enter the country, as many as they want?
No, but I also know that there are a lot of hardworking immigrants, and these people are not felons. They're not coming from prisons. They're families that are trying to make a better life for themselves, just like my great-grandparents did, who came from Germany and Switzerland and Ireland.
But if they came over the border, right, and nobody saw or vetted them, we don't know which ones maybe are with the cartels or dangerous people.
Well, you know what? A wall's not going to stop that, because the ones that are going to be the worst are going to be the ones that the wall won't stop.
Okay. But you do support, like,
I do
controlling
support
immigration?
Absolutely.
What about minors getting permanent transgender, gender-affirming care, surgeries?
Anything should happen to someone until they're 18 or possibly 21. You know, you can support them, but there should not be any kind of medical changes or anything else until a child's mind is not fully developed. Okay, and they may have ideas, but I don't think those are something that's permanent.
I mean, what about things like that Trump has called out, like minors getting gender-affirming care when they're like less than 10 years old? You know, permanent surgeries, things like that?
That's a smear. That's all a smear.
It's not real?
No, it's not real. It's a smear.
Okay.
That's a retort of many of. So I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, do you support that or not? I mean, do you actually support that?
I believe that well, people have a right to choose their identity. I don't know that the government should help them achieve that. Okay.
Do 8-year-olds have the right to have mastectomies and mutilating surgeries before they're?
Well, yeah. What do you call circumcision?
They can't even get tattoos or have a beard, but they're gonna.
Oh, well, I don't know where you're getting that information. I haven't heard that, and I don't believe it, actually. So.
Has the left gone too far, you think? Is it disconnected from average Americans?
A complicated and complex question, and I can say yes about both sides.
You think that both sides have gone too far?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going back to 1950s of racism, misogyny, xenophobia, isolationism, and he wants to be a strong man. That's not us. That's not this country.
Well, that's the right. What about the left? Has it become too woke, too radical?
I don't even know what woke means. You mean being decent to people and being aware of other people's differences? If that's woke, count me in.
Do you guys think that the left has gone too far to connect with average Americans? Have they kind of like lost the message a little bit?
I don't think they've lost the message, but I do think that some people have trouble connecting and bringing people more left. Because they're so far left that they have trouble connecting with
I think
more
that's
moderate
true for both
folks.
sides, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Same with right. There's a lot of right extremism.
Yeah.
Are you guys surprised that Trump won? Or did you kind of see it coming?
I was open-minded to either. Well, not open-minded, but like I knew there was a possibility.
There was hope, though, for Kamala.
Yeah, there was hope.
What did she do or what did she accomplish during the Biden administration while she was VP that you guys like?
Well, the vice president doesn't do much for anything
It's
besides.
an important job.
Yeah, it is an important job. Obviously, like tie-breaking votes. I think she had the most tie-breaking votes, if I remember. But that might be wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But she didn't do much. I'm not gonna lie. She did not do much. But it's also not her job. It was Biden's job. You know.
Gotcha.
So.